Delhi-NCR is once again engulfed in a thick blanket of toxic smog, with air quality plunging deeper into the dangerous Severe Plus zone. Now, this is happening across multiple locations. Delhi records highest AQI of the season for second consecutive day. Pollution levels have spiked sharply, making the air unsafe to breathe and forcing authorities to step up emergency services. Several parts of the national capital are now recording extremely high AQI levels. As of this morning, AQI at Anand Vihar stood at 493, Wazirpur touched 500, the highest on the index. At GLN Stadium, AQI stood at 467, 488 at Siri Fort, 474 at ITO, while Chandni Chowk recorded 439. The situation remains equally grim across the NCR region. In Noida, Sector 125 recorded AQI levels were at 461, underlining how widespread the pollution crisis has become. Officials attribute the sharp deterioration in air quality to slow wind speeds, stagnant atmospheric conditions, unfavorable weather and poor dispersal of pollutants, allowing toxic particles to remain trapped over the region. Now, the dense mix of smog and fog has also reduced visibility to dangerously low levels, severely affecting traffic management. With pollution continuing to worsen, the Commission for Air Quality Management has stepped in, placing Delhi and the NCR under GRAP Stage-4, the strictest set of anti-pollution measures under the Severe Plus category. These curbs are in the addition to restrictions already in force under GRAP Stages 1, 2 as well as 3. Following the implementation of GRAP-4, the Delhi government's Directorate of Education has directed schools to conduct classes up to Class 9 and Class 11 in hybrid mode. Pollution control boards and enforcement agencies have also been asked to tighten enforcement further to prevent the situation from deteriorating. On December 13th, CAQM wrote to Delhi government and NCR's state governments reiterating compliance with Supreme Court directions and the earlier advisory issued on November 19th. With GRAP-4 stage in force, CAQM has also warned against continuation of outdoor physical and sports activities, stating that exposure to such toxic air poses serious health risks to children. Health experts warn that prolonged exposure to such high pollution levels can trigger severe respiratory and cardiovascular problems. Residents have been urged to limit outdoor activities following advisories strictly and take precautions as Delhi and the NCR struggle through yet another intense spell of toxic smog. Here is a report from my colleague Aparna Jha from Akshardham.
Delhi is not witnessing severe cold, but this is how the national capital looked like today. You can clearly see in the visual, this is the Akshardham area and the visibility is quite low. This is not just fog, but it is a mixture of dust and toxic pollutants which has shrouded the entire city. Also, as you can clearly see that visibility is poor, leading to vehicles turning on their headlights. And because of this, fog-related accidents are getting common these days. Flights are getting disrupted. People are facing issues. Their routine are getting disrupted as well, because normally those who were adapted to morning walks and all, they are now forced to come out of their house around 9 or 10 a.m. They cannot just come out in morning. And looking at the current situation, GRAP-4 measures have already been implemented in Delhi, under which there is a ban on BS3 and BS4 vehicles, also demolition and construction activities. People have been advised to wear masks as much as possible, avoid morning walk, stay indoor, because this situation is like can create a serious health impact. And also, out of 39 monitoring stations, 38 are already in red zone. That means you can clearly imagine how the situation is getting deteriorated day by day. Also, it's been nearly 2 months and the situation continues to remain poor, because of which people are facing difficulty in terms of breathing, sneezing. Newborn babies and elderly are mostly affected. And seeing the current situation, if there is a prolonged exposure, then people can have serious respiratory illness. It's like breathing 10 to 12 cigarettes every day, which is very dangerous for our lungs. With camera person Rahul, Aparna Jha, News 9 Delhi.